Getting popular and then becoming a superstar in old Hollywood was not easy. Studio pressure, audience expectations, and personal satisfaction was so immense that many of the actors struggled with mental health issues throughout their career. Some of them were strong enough to cope with it, but some of them could not bear the pressure and succumbed to it. In this video, we are going to talk about old Hollywood celebrities who were either mentally sick or had extreme mental pressure. Judy Garland. Judy Garland, the beloved star of The Wizard of Oz, was known for her extraordinary talent, magnetic stage presence, and unforgettable voice. She enchanted audiences worldwide with her performances, yet behind the scenes, Garland endured a lifetime of struggles with depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. From a young age, she faced immense pressures from Hollywood studios that demanded she maintain an ideal image, leading to strict diets, weight control pills, and a grueling work schedule. These demands took a toll on her mental health and led to a dependency on stimulants to keep her energy up and sedatives to help her sleep. Her mental health battles were compounded by an industry that offered little support or understanding. Garland's highs and lows, combined with personal and professional struggles, often left her feeling isolated and overwhelmed. Despite these difficulties, she continued to perform with remarkable resilience, bringing joy to countless fans. Her tragic death at 47 serves as a powerful reminder of the intense pressures faced by performers and the need for compassionate mental health support. Judy Garland's legacy continues to inspire, shedding light on the importance of understanding and addressing mental health in high-stress environments. Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando, one of Hollywood's most celebrated actors, known for his groundbreaking performances in films like A Streetcar Named Desire and The Godfather, struggled profoundly with depression throughout much of his career. Behind his intense screen presence and revolutionary acting style, Brando often felt disillusioned with fame and deeply disconnected from Hollywood's glamorous world. The pressures of celebrity, combined with personal and family tragedies, pushed Brando into long periods of isolation and introspection. Brando's depression was fueled by his frustration with the film industry, which he frequently criticized for its superficiality and exploitation. His personal life was also marked by turmoil, including the tragic loss of his daughter and legal battles involving his family. These heartbreaks took an enormous toll on his mental health, leaving him with few outlets for relief. Despite his private battles, Brando continued to deliver unforgettable performances, yet his struggle with depression often led him to retreat from the public eye, seeking refuge in seclusion. His story highlights the emotional cost of fame and serves as a reminder of the importance of mental health care, even for those who appear larger than life. Brando's legacy remains one of powerful artistry and profound vulnerability, shedding light on the complexities behind his iconic roles. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, the iconic actress whose beauty and talent captivated the world, lived a life that was often shadowed by deep emotional struggles. While she appeared as Hollywood's golden girl, Monroe's personal life became constant tabloid fodder, with relentless speculation about her relationships, mental health, and inner battles. Behind the glamour and fame, she faced profound loneliness, depression, and insecurities that haunted her throughout her life. Monroe endured a turbulent childhood and, as she rose to stardom, encountered pressures from the studio system to conform to an image that often left her feeling objectified and isolated. Her fragile mental state led to multiple attempts, each an indication of her struggle to find peace amid the chaos surrounding her. She sought solace in therapy and even confided her troubles to close friends, yet support was limited in an industry that prioritized image over well-being. Tragically, Monroe's life ended in 1962 under circumstances that remain the subject of speculation, yet her death underscored the heavy toll fame can exact on mental health. Marilyn Monroe's legacy continues to remind us of the need for compassion, understanding, and mental health support for those facing similar battles behind the scenes of success. Clara Bow. Clara Bow, known as Hollywood's original It Girl, was a prominent actress in the 1920s who starred in over 50 films, including It in 1927, Wings, The Plastic Age in 1925, and Down to the Sea in Ships in 1922. She became a symbol of the flapper era and was one of the most popular actresses of the silent film period. Despite her immense success, Clara Bow faced significant personal challenges, including mental health struggles. She grew up in a difficult environment with a troubled family life, which affected her emotional well-being. Throughout her career, she experienced stress, exhaustion, and anxiety due to the pressures of fame and the relentless demands of Hollywood studios. In the early 1930s, Bow began to withdraw from acting, and by age 28, she retired from the film industry. Reports suggest that she suffered from nervous exhaustion and possibly other mental health issues, though exact diagnoses from that time are not well documented. After retiring, she largely retreated from public life and faced periods of isolation. Clara Bow passed away at the age of 60 in 1965 due to a heart attack. Her story highlights the immense pressures faced by early Hollywood stars and the impact these pressures can have on mental health. Bow's legacy as a pioneering actress remains influential, and her experiences shed light on the importance of mental health awareness and support in the entertainment industry. Frances Farmer. Frances Farmer was a talented actress known for her roles in films like Come and Get It in 1936, Rhythm on the Range in 1936, and Son of Fury in 1942. With her striking beauty and strong screen presence, Farmer was poised for a successful Hollywood career. However, she faced significant mental health challenges that overshadowed her professional achievements. Throughout the late 1930s and 1940s, Farmer struggled with depression and erratic behavior, which led to conflicts with studio executives and legal troubles. In 1943, after a series of public incidents, she was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and was institutionalized in various mental health facilities over several years. During her time in institutions, Farmer underwent harsh treatments that were standard at the time, including electroconvulsive therapy and insulin shock therapy. Her experiences in these facilities were traumatic and had a profound impact on her life. Reports of mistreatment and the challenges she faced highlight the limited understanding and compassion for mental health issues during that era. After her release in the late 1940s, Farmer attempted to rebuild her life away from the spotlight. She made a brief return to acting in the 1950s, including appearances on television and in theater productions. Despite her efforts, she never fully regained her former stature in Hollywood. Frances Farmer's story is a poignant example of the struggles faced by individuals with mental health conditions, especially in a time when proper care and understanding were lacking. Her experiences shed light on the need for humane treatment and support for those dealing with mental illness. Farmer passed away in 1970 at the age of 56, but her legacy continues to inspire discussions about mental health advocacy and the importance of compassionate care. Vivien Leigh. Vivien Leigh was a renowned British actress best known for her iconic roles as Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind in 1939 and Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire in 1951, for which she won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actress. Her extraordinary talent, striking beauty, and captivating performances made her one of the most celebrated actresses of her time. Behind the scenes, however, Vivien Leigh struggled with bipolar disorder, a condition that affected her personal life and professional career. Throughout her life, Leigh experienced severe mood swings, ranging from manic episodes characterized by heightened energy and creativity to depressive periods marked by exhaustion and despair. These fluctuations often led to erratic behavior, impacting her relationships and work commitments. Leigh's condition was not well understood at the time, and the stigma surrounding mental health made it difficult for her to receive proper support. Her struggle with bipolar disorder was compounded by physical health issues, including recurrent tuberculosis, which further strained her emotional well-being. Despite these challenges, she continued to deliver powerful performances, drawing upon her personal experiences to bring depth to her characters. Her marriage to fellow actor Laurence Olivier was both passionate and tumultuous, with her mental health struggles placing significant strain on their relationship. The couple eventually divorced in 1960. In the later years of her career, Leigh faced difficulties maintaining consistent work due to her health yet she remained committed to her craft, appearing in films and stage productions whenever possible. Vivien Leigh passed away in 1967 at the age of 53 due to complications from tuberculosis. Her legacy endures through her remarkable body of work, which continues to inspire actors and audiences alike. Leigh's life story sheds light on the challenges faced by individuals with bipolar disorder, particularly during a time when understanding and treatment were limited. Her experiences underscore the importance of mental health awareness, compassion, and the need for support systems for those navigating similar struggles. Spike Milligan. Spike Milligan was a celebrated actor, writer, and comedian, best known for his groundbreaking work on The Goon Show alongside Peter Sellers, Harry Seacombe, and originally Michael Bentine. Born on April 16, 1918, in British India as the son of an Irish captain serving in the British Raj, Milligan spent his early years attending Roman Catholic schools in India before moving to England, where he continued his education at Lewisham Polytechnic. During his formative years, Milligan developed a passion for music, playing the trumpet in local jazz bands, and honed his talent for comedy by often playing the fool. At the outbreak of World War II, he was conscripted into the British Army, serving in the Royal Artillery as Gunner Milligan through the North African and Italian campaigns. His wartime experiences were intense, and after being hospitalized due to shell shock and now recognized as post-traumatic stress disorder from an exploding shell, he was discharged from military service. After the war, Milligan pursued a career in entertainment, channeling his experiences and unique sense of humor into writing and performing. The Goon Show, which aired from 1951 to 1960, is widely regarded as a revolutionary force in British comedy, influencing future generations of comedians and shows, including Monty Python's Flying Circus. However, the immense pressure of writing and performing for the show took a toll on his mental health. Under the strain, Milligan suffered a breakdown and was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Milligan's openness about his mental health struggles was unusual for the time. He became one of the first public figures to speak candidly about living with bipolar disorder, helping to destigmatize mental illness and bringing awareness to the challenges faced by those affected. His condition often influenced his work, infusing it with a mix of surreal humor and profound depth. Gene Tierney. Gene Tierney was a renowned actress celebrated for her captivating performances and timeless beauty in classic films such as Laura in 1944, Leave Her to Heaven in 1945, and The Razor's Edge in 1946. Her talent and screen presence made her one of Hollywood's leading ladies during the 1940s and 1950s. Despite her successful career, Tierney faced significant mental health challenges throughout her life. In the early 1950s, she began experiencing episodes of severe depression and emotional instability. These struggles were exacerbated by personal tragedies, most notably the birth of her daughter Daria, who was born with severe disabilities after Tierney contracted rubella during pregnancy. The emotional toll of her daughter's condition deeply affected her mental well-being. Tierney sought treatment for her mental health issues and was hospitalized several times. She underwent therapies common at the time, including electroconvulsive therapy. The treatments and the stigma associated with mental illness led her to withdraw from acting for periods, impacting her career trajectory. Later in life, Gene Tierney spoke openly about her mental health struggles in her autobiography, Self-Portrait, in 1979. Her candidness was significant during an era when mental health was a taboo subject. By sharing her experiences, she helped raise awareness about mental illness and advocated for greater understanding and compassion for those facing similar challenges. Gene Tierney's legacy extends beyond her remarkable film career. She is also remembered for her courage in confronting her mental health issues and for her contributions to mental health advocacy. Her story highlights the importance of support, openness, and the ongoing need to destigmatize mental health conditions. Errol Flynn. Errol Flynn was one of Hollywood's most iconic leading men, renowned for his swashbuckling roles in films like Captain Blood in 1935, The Adventures of Robin Hood in 1938, and The Seahawk in 1940. His charm, good looks, and charismatic performances made him a symbol of adventure and romance during the golden age of Hollywood. Behind the glamorous facade, however, Errol Flynn faced significant personal challenges, including struggles with alcoholism and mental health issues. His heavy drinking was well known and often made headlines. Flynn's alcoholism not only affected his health, but also led to erratic behavior and tumultuous relationships, both personally and professionally. While there is limited documentation on specific mental health diagnoses, Flynn's behavior and personal writings suggest he may have suffered from depression and possibly other mental health conditions. The pressures of fame, legal troubles, and personal controversies exacerbated his struggles. His reputation for reckless behavior and indulgent lifestyle often overshadowed his talent and contributions to cinema. In addition to his substance abuse issues, Flynn faced multiple scandals and legal battles, including serious accusations that took a toll on his mental well-being. The lack of support and understanding for mental health issues during his time meant that Flynn did not receive the help he might have needed. Errol Flynn's life serves as a reminder of the hidden struggles that can accompany fame and success. His story underscores the importance of recognizing and addressing mental health and addiction, as well as the need for compassion towards those facing such challenges. Despite his personal difficulties, Flynn's legacy endures through his memorable performances, which continue to entertain and inspire audiences. Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra, affectionately known as Old Blue Eyes, was a legendary singer and actor whose talent and charisma captivated audiences worldwide. With a career spanning over 6 decades, he became one of the most influential musical artists of the 20th century. Despite his immense success, Sinatra faced personal challenges that affected his mental well-being. Throughout his life, he experienced periods of intense emotional turmoil, including episodes of depression and mood swings. His personal relationships were often tumultuous, marked by passionate romances and public breakups. Sinatra's struggles were compounded by the pressures of fame and the demands of his career. He faced professional setbacks, such as the decline in his popularity during the early 1950s, which led to feelings of despair. Additionally, he reportedly used alcohol as a means of coping with stress and emotional pain, which sometimes exacerbated his difficulties. While there are accounts of Sinatra's emotional struggles, it is important to note that he was not publicly diagnosed with a specific mental health condition such as bipolar disorder. His challenges reflect the complex interplay between personal experiences, societal expectations, and the intense scrutiny faced by public figures. Frank Sinatra's story highlights the importance of acknowledging and addressing mental health issues, even among those who appear to have it all. His legacy continues to inspire, reminding us of the need for compassion and understanding toward individuals facing personal struggles behind the scenes of success. George Reeves. George Reeves was an American actor best known for his iconic portrayal of Superman in the 1950s television series Adventures of Superman. His role as the Man of Steel made him a household name and a hero to countless children. However, behind the cape and the public persona, Reeves faced significant personal and professional struggles that affected his mental well-being. Typecasting became a major issue for Reeves. Despite his desire to take on a variety of roles and showcase his range as an actor, he found it difficult to escape the shadow of Superman. This limitation led to frustration and feelings of stagnation in his career. The lack of diverse opportunities contributed to his depression as he grappled with unfulfilled aspirations and the fear that he would never be able to move beyond his most famous role. Reeves also faced financial difficulties. The compensation for his work on Adventures of Superman was modest, and he struggled to secure higher-paying roles. His attempts to transition to directing and producing did not materialize as he had hoped, adding to his professional dissatisfaction. The pressures of fame and the expectations of his fans weighed heavily on Reeves. He felt a responsibility to uphold the image of Superman, both on and off the screen, which sometimes limited his personal freedom and added to his stress. Tragically, George Reeves died in 1959 from a gunshot wound. His death was officially ruled mysterious, though the circumstances remain a topic of speculation and debate. While definitive details about his mental health are limited, it is widely believed that his struggles with depression and career frustrations played a role in his untimely death. Reeves's story underscores the challenges that actors can face with typecasting, professional dissatisfaction, and mental health issues. It highlights the importance of support systems and open conversations about mental well-being, particularly in industries that place intense pressure on individuals. George Reeves's legacy continues through his memorable portrayal of Superman, reminding us of the complexities behind the lives of those who bring beloved characters to life. Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper was one of Hollywood's most iconic actors, renowned for his roles in films such as High Noon in 1952 and Sergeant York in 1941. His natural, understated acting style and on-screen charisma made him a beloved figure in American cinema, earning him multiple Academy Awards and nominations. Behind his stoic and confident on-screen persona, Cooper was known to be a private and introspective individual. While he did not publicly speak about mental health struggles, some accounts suggest that he experienced stress and self-doubt, particularly related to his performances and the pressures of maintaining his status in Hollywood. The demands of his career, coupled with the intense scrutiny that comes with fame, may have contributed to feelings of anxiety or unease, though such issues were not openly discussed during his time. In addition to the emotional pressures, Cooper faced significant health challenges later in life. In 1960, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, which had spread to his colon, lungs, and bones. Despite his illness, he kept his condition private, continuing to work and make public appearances. His health declined rapidly, and he passed away on May 13, 1961, at the age of 60. Gary Cooper's experiences reflect the reality that public figures often contend with personal and professional pressures behind the scenes. His ability to convey authenticity and depth in his roles may have been influenced by his introspective nature and any personal challenges he faced. Cooper's story underscores the importance of acknowledging the unseen struggles individuals may endure, highlighting the need for greater understanding and support for mental and emotional well-being. His legacy endures through his remarkable contributions to film, and he remains a symbol of integrity and excellence in acting. By reflecting on his life, we are reminded of the complexities behind the personas presented to the world and the universal need for compassion and empathy. Montgomery Clift. Montgomery Clift was a gifted actor known for his intense performances in classics like A Place in the Sun in 1951, From Here to Eternity in 1953, and The Misfits in 1961. As one of the original method actors in Hollywood, Clift brought a deep emotional realism to his roles, influencing generations of performers. Despite his professional acclaim, Clift struggled with depression and substance abuse throughout his life. A turning point came in 1956 when he was involved in a near-fatal car accident after leaving a party at Elizabeth Taylor's home. The accident left him with severe facial injuries, requiring reconstructive surgery. The physical and emotional trauma from the crash intensified his existing struggles, leading to increased reliance on alcohol and prescription drugs to cope with pain and anxiety. Clift's once promising career was impacted by his personal battles, and he faced challenges securing roles due to his reputation for being unreliable on set. Friends and colleagues noted his inner turmoil and attempts to self-medicate his depression. Despite these challenges, he continued to deliver powerful performances that showcased his remarkable talent. Montgomery Clift passed away in 1966 at the age of 45 from a heart attack, attributed in part to his prolonged substance abuse. His life and career highlight the profound impact that personal trauma and mental health struggles can have on an individual, emphasizing the need for support and understanding. Veronica Lake. Veronica Lake was a glamorous actress of the 1940s, renowned for her roles in film noir classics like This Gun for Hire in 1942, The Glass Key in 1942, and The Blue Dahlia in 1946. Her signature peekaboo hairstyle and sultry screen presence made her an icon of the era. Behind the scenes, Lake faced significant personal challenges, including alcoholism and mental health issues. The pressures of stardom, failed marriages, and personal losses contributed to her struggles. Her alcoholism affected her professional life, leading to difficulties on set and strained relationships within the industry. As her career declined in the late 1940s, Lake faced financial hardships and health problems. She made attempts to revive her career, but faced obstacles due to her reputation and ongoing personal issues. In the 1960s, she was diagnosed with schizophrenia, adding another layer to her mental health challenges. Veronica Lake passed away in 1973 at the age of 50 from hepatitis and acute kidney injury, conditions exacerbated by her alcoholism. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of how fame can mask underlying struggles and the importance of addressing mental health and addiction with compassion and support. Peter Sellers. Peter Sellers was a brilliant British actor and comedian, best known for his versatility and ability to embody a wide range of characters. His notable works include Dr. Strangelove in 1964, in which he played multiple roles, and the Pink Panther series, where he portrayed the bumbling Inspector Clouseau. Despite his professional success, Sellers grappled with depression and deep-seated identity issues. He often became so immersed in his characters that he struggled to connect with his own sense of self. This blurring of identity led to emotional instability and challenges in his personal relationships. Sellers' personal life was marked by tumultuous marriages, volatile behavior, and health problems, including heart attacks that began at a relatively young age. His mental health struggles were compounded by a reliance on medications and a relentless drive for perfection in his work. Peter Sellers passed away in 1980 at the age of 54 from a heart attack. His legacy as a comedic genius remains influential, and his life underscores the complexities of mental health issues related to identity and self-perception. Sellers' experiences highlight the need for awareness and support for those facing similar challenges behind their public personas. Lupe Velez. Lupe Velez was a Mexican actress and singer who had a significant impact on Hollywood during the 1920s and 1930s. Known as the Mexican Spitfire, she starred in films such as The Gaucho in 1927, alongside Douglas Fairbanks, and The Girl from Mexico in 1939, which led to a successful comedy series. Velez's vibrant on-screen personality contrasted with her personal life, which was marked by emotional turbulence and romantic difficulties. She faced challenges navigating Hollywood as a Latina actress, contending with typecasting and limited opportunities. Her passionate relationships often became tabloid fodder, adding stress to her personal life. In 1944, Velez became pregnant after a brief relationship. Facing societal pressures and personal despair, she died by taking her own life at the age of 36. Her death brought attention to the intense pressures faced by women in the entertainment industry, particularly those dealing with cultural and personal conflicts. Lupe Velez's story is a tragic reminder of the impact of depression and the importance of mental health support. Her contributions to film paved the way for future generations of Latina actresses, and her legacy continues to be re-examined with greater understanding and empathy. Robert Walker. Robert Walker was an American actor best known for his compelling performance as the charming yet disturbed Bruno Antony in Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train in 1951. Born in 1918, Walker began his acting career in the early 1940s with roles in films like See Here, Private Hargrove in 1944, and The Clock in 1945. His boyish charm and acting talent made him a rising star in Hollywood. Walker's personal life was marked by emotional struggles, exacerbated by the breakdown of his marriage to actress Jennifer Jones, who left him for producer David O. Selznick. This personal turmoil contributed to his mental health challenges, leading to periods of depression and instability. Walker's issues were further complicated by alcoholism, which impacted his health and career. In 1951, at the age of 32, Robert Walker passed away due to an adverse reaction to prescription drugs administered by his physician. His untimely death cut short a promising career and highlighted the importance of mental health support and careful medical supervision. Gig Young. Gig Young was an American actor who achieved critical acclaim for his versatile performances in film and television. Born in 1913, he appeared in numerous movies throughout the 1940s and 1950s. Young won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his role as the manipulative MC Rocky in They Shoot Horses, Don't They? In 1969. Despite his professional success, Young struggled with alcoholism and depression for much of his life. His personal difficulties affected his relationships and work, leading to erratic behavior on set and challenges in securing roles later in his career. Tragically, in 1978, Gig Young and his wife were found deceased in their New York apartment. The incident was ruled a murder by authorities. This shocking event underscored the severe impact that untreated mental health issues and substance abuse can have on individuals and those around them. Dorothy Dandridge. Dorothy Dandridge was a groundbreaking African-American actress and singer, best known for her performance in Carmen Jones in 1954, which earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. Born in 1922, Dandridge began her career performing with her sister in the singing duo, the Dandridge Sisters, before transitioning to film. Despite her professional achievements, Dandridge faced significant personal and professional challenges, including racial discrimination in Hollywood that limited her opportunities and placed immense pressure on her career. She struggled with financial difficulties, failed relationships, and the demands of caring for her daughter, who had special needs. Dorothy Dandridge passed away in 1965 at the age of 42. The official cause of death was an overdose of prescription medication, and while some reports suggested a possible self-inflicted ending, the exact circumstances remain unclear. Her life story highlights the challenges faced by trailblazing artists and underscores the importance of mental health awareness and support. Jean Seberg. Jean Seberg was an American actress who gained international fame for her role in Jean-Luc Godard's French New Wave classic Breathless in 1960. Born in 1938, she began her career with notable performances in films like Saint Joan in 1957 and Bonjour Tristesse in 1958. Seberg became a cultural icon and continued to work in both European and American cinema. In addition to her acting career, Seberg was involved in political activism during the 1960s, supporting civil rights causes and organizations such as the Black Panther Party. Her activism drew the attention of the FBI, which subjected her to surveillance and a smear campaign as part of COINTELPRO, aiming to discredit her and undermine her career. The intense harassment and public scrutiny exacerbated Seberg's existing struggles with depression. She faced personal hardships, including relationship difficulties and the loss of a child, which further impacted her mental health. Jean Seberg died in 1979 at the age of 40. Her death was ruled a probable self-ending by French authorities. Her story sheds light on the damaging effects of invasive surveillance, public harassment, and the critical need for mental health support for those under such pressures.